Hello again, folks. This is one of those videos where I wish it was November and not July. Okay, so behind the jungle here is the Schuylkill River, and what I believe we are standing in is an area that would have been dammed at one point. I'm going to give you the name of that dam in a minute. And this here, retaining wall, would have been part of the Schuylkill navigation system, or the Schuylkill Canal, and also part of Lock 38, which we're going to go up and check out right now. This lock is actually, it's not preserved in the way that there's no water running through it or anything like that. It's not like a lock that you may have seen on the Delaware Canal or the Lehigh Canal. But it is preserved nonetheless. I believe that whoever owns the property continues to take care of the land, and they do a very nice job, as you'll see when we get topside. But I wanted to just kind of give you a reference, as I believe, if I've read correctly, that this wall is here to, it was to help support the canal, because this would have all been underwater. All the rocks inside this tree stump here, that's pretty neat. All right, let's get you topside before I get you too bored. So we are currently on property that we're allowed to be on, but we do butt right up against some private property, so we're going to stay off of that. If you can see this right here, I believe that's Towpath, folks, from the Schuylkill navigation. I think we're actually on Towpath right now as we come up. It's hard to really see what's going on, and I know little about trains. I know even less about canals, so just bear with me on this one. But all right, so let's go check this out. This is really beautiful right here. That's where we just were. See this big hunk of cable coming out of the stone here? That's neat. So I do believe that's a retaining wall. I think all this would have been underwater. There would have been a dam damming the Schuylkill somewhere in this area down here. Would have gone across the Schuylkill, filled this up. This would have been, I believe, what they call a slack water pool, and it would have helped with the canal boats getting in and out of this lock here, Lock 38. Again, this is all speculation. I really don't know. As you can see, it's filled, but this would have been full of water at one time. It's a hot, humid one today. So I don't know if this is decorative, this particular wall right here, because I feel like that should be a gate at one point and not a stone wall. So I don't know if that's just recycled stone, but you can see the two lock pillars, I suppose you would call those. I think that's what they would be. Let's go check out some more of this. More lock stones here. This is Washington Road. We're still on the Schuylkill Trail, Schuylkill River Trail. I'm going to show you exactly what section that we are on. As you can see, this little sign here, Schuylkill River Trail. We're in Berks County. Herbine's Lock and Dam, that's what it is. I wanted to get up to this sign. So we're at Herbine's Lock and Dam. This is part of the Schuylkill River Trail. We were just down a ways looking at those bridge abutments, and I already got the answer to that. on this map back here we're going to look at real quick. So Northern Burke section, Schuylkill River Trail. So they have this old map on here, the two old maps on here. Let me show you this real quick. So this is the bridge that we were just looking at. It's called the Mazellum Bridge, and it's part of the Reading Company. So it must have connected with the Pennsylvania Railroad, which would have been running over here. And then here's the Reading main line here. So that answers that question. All right, so Schuylkill Navigation Company, Lock 38. That's where we are. Herbine's Lock and Dam. Variously known as Duncan's, Herbine's, Buck's, or Moyer's, the Schuylkill Navigation System Lock 38 was unlike most other locks in the system. It was a combined guard and lift lock rather than separate locks for each task. Each of the locks was Herbine. East of the locks was Herbine's Dam, built to create a slack-water pool that reached towards Leesport, and to the south was the beginning of Duncan's Canal. Not really sure what that means. I do know what the slack water pool means. I've learned that. So, again, an enormous amount of stone here. Not used to seeing something like this for a canal. Check this out. See that? And so there would have been something here. A gate pivoting. But at this spot, I'm not really understanding why. God, I wish I had a time machine so I could see how this thing is supposed to be working right now. Like I said, a beautiful area. Whoever owns the property puts out all the chairs, and you can just come here and sit and have a sandwich, or they have a logbook you can write in. So here's a good look. Okay, so we were down here. And again, there would have been a dam not too far down the Schuylkill, and then all of this here would have been elevated with water to the, I'm assuming to the very close to the top of these walls, and then they would have been able to diverge the canal boats into the canal here. And then Schuylkill Canal would have continued onwards in that direction. So a very beautiful spot, folks. Hope you like this one. See you down the road.